Pobre Irene. Irene. Pues ni tan mal, ¿eh? Para no ver acción en este juego. Bastante acción. Sí, sí. ¿Te está gustando? Sí. Sí, está guay.
Where is the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams.
Freud.
It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
En medicina. Me debería subir la psicología.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
El pastor se proclamó profeta, renunció a Dios y comenzó a venerar una extraña entidad pagana de aspecto monstruoso. Su esposa intentó razonar con él, pero en vano. Estaba convencido de que debía escuchar la voz que oía en su cabeza porque decía la verdad. Todos locos. Historia de Darkwater. En 2. Puritanos. El revés. Con Oakwood. Ya hemos oído hablar de él. Lo llamaron Darkwater debido a las tonalidades oscuras del mar, que ellos atribuían al peculiar color de las rocas que la rodean. Entre los primeros edificios que erigieron se encontraba la mansión de los Hawking, la iglesia y el cementerio. En los pocos documentos y notas manuscritas que dejaron tras se hablaba de pesadillas y cosas aberrantes. Desaparecieron sin dejar rastro a comienzos del siglo XVIII. Otra lamparita verde. No serán verdes porque estoy muerta, ¿verdad? Más medicina.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena
Zion.
Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Los escritos tibetanos constituyen el origen del movimiento esotérico fundado por Helena Blavatsky a finales del 19, sí. La creadora de la teosofía extrajo a creación del texto de esta obra, pero nadie ha podido darla nunca. De hecho, yo ni siquiera creía que existía. Encontrado en la librería sin nombre de... Podría ser tanto una falsificación como la prueba irrefutable de la veracidad de Blavatsky. Ocultismo. Toma. Es verdad. Yo quiero abrir cerraduras. No me líen. Ay, espera. ¿Algún otro libro interesante? Manual de anatomía y disección. Más medicina.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Es la criatura esta que hemos visto. Me extraña que me den a elegir entre leerlo y no leerlo. O la esté liando más. Pero me dan ocultismo, ¿no? ¿Los leo? Me lo ha parecido. Afecta a tu destino, lo ponía arriba. Ya, pero como tampoco sé qué diferencia hay entre leerlos y no. Esto. Globo de esto, ¿no? Zeppelin. Manual de anatomía. Cool.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Perro con alas de murciélago. ¿Qué representa? Descubra algo más registrando la librería. Ocultismo. A ver. Ojo, una caja fuerte. No puedo acceder a ella, ¿por qué? Idea, no sé si tienes destinos finales o rutas. Vas a ver. Seguro que buscando en Google te salen 1000 cosas distintas. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Por qué no puedo acceder a la caja fuerte? Tengo que abrir el cuadro palanca o algo así. Pone que puedo examinarlo. Mira. Pero está muy triste. A ver. ¿Qué más hay por aquí?
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Start over.
Blood. Seems like amateur work. To whom does this footprint belong?
Oh. Medicina.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
Puedo seguir por aquí. El cuadro.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
¿Animales? Es verdad. ¡Qué asco! Son cucarachas, ¿no? Dios.
What
No
happened
me
that
había
made the
fijado.
burglar flee before finishing his work?
Ocultismo.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
¿Cómo?
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Vaya. ¿Qué es?
Drake left instructions on how to
memorias de
find the
Drake.
combination of his safe.
Buah. Y ahora tenemos que pensar la combinación de la caja fuerte. Venga. Si alguien encuentra estas memorias, no cabe duda que tendré problemas. Única esperanza, cuerpo de plan recuperados y quemados. En este plano de la realidad. La urna funeraria habrá de ser entregada a mi señora madre, si conserva aún la lucidez. El siguiente mensaje es de crucial importancia. Si alguien lee esta línea y demuestra una agudeza comparable a la mía, podrá aspirar a hacerse con mi más preciada posesión. Se encuentra en mi caja fuerte. La combinación repetida, repartida entre 3 cilindros escondidos donde se encuentra la vida y los estudios en el mundo griego. Cada cilindro está numerado, de que tal como afirma el famoso autor, el orden es el placer de la razón, el caos el deleite de la imaginación. En efecto, el hecho de mi predilección por el caos ordenado prevalece al final. Y por ventura una persona, un genio más bien. Por favor, qué pelotas. Llegar a elevarse a la altura de mi intelecto y encontrarse la combinación de la caja, debo pedirle que confíe su contenido a mi admirado colega, el profesor Armitage de la Universidad de Platonic. Este contenido no es solo un vasto compendio de conocimientos, sino un arma demasiado peligrosa como para arriesgarse a que caiga en malas manos. Confío en que dicha persona sea capaz de apreciar en su justa medida el peligro que representa y sepa actuar en consecuencia. En cualquiera de los casos, yo no estaré allí para guiar sus pasos ni para sufrir la consecuencia de sus actos. Entonces, ¿tengo que encontrar un libro con números? No entiendo. Memorias de Drake. No.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
¿Esto es verdad? ¿Cuántos somníferos se toma la gente, por favor?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
No creo que sea este número, ¿verdad? Sería too easy. Esta llave con el símbolo arcano es la única protección. Tiene forma de medallón cilíndrico y cuelga cadena. Hawkins. Caso la fecha robo coincide con el último viaje de Hawkins a El Cairo. Está por ver si conoce la naturaleza de la reliquia. Procura averiguarlo. Uy, sí. Vale. Son 3 números, ¿no? Es cilindro. A ver, uy, ¿cuántos libros?
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
¿Qué pregunto yo?
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions.
¿Qué es esto?
Never heard of him. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps
Cilindro de
listen
Drake
to
3 y 2. Vale. 3, 2.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Vale, ¿dónde está el último cilindro, por favor?
Things are not looking good.
¿El ajedrez tiene algo que ver? Ah, entiendo.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
A ver.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
No lo entiendo. Este se supone que el segundo número
I
es
finally
el de la
understood
reina.
that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. I finally understood that we were only pieces
Vale,
on the
será el
chessboard
número
of the
de...
gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark
Será
soldiers.
los que siguen en pie
I see our
de
number
blancos,
dwindling, and my
pero
will
contando o sin
strengthens
contar a
as
la
I
reina.
finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods.
Que necesito apuntarme.
Let those of us who are
A
still
ver,
standing protect our White
diría que
Queen
el
from
segundo
their
es...
dark soldiers. I
El
see
segundo
our
será
number dwindling,
3
and my
sin
will
contar a la
strengthens as
reina.
my apprehension grows. We shall refuse
3
to
o
be the
4 si se cuenta
playthings
la
of
reina.
destiny.
Tienes blancos, I don't know. ¿Y este?
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Volumen 9. A ver, tengo que apuntar esto. Notas. El primero no se entiende. El segundo es blanco. Y el tercero era el volumen 9. ¿Es que hay una pista ahí? ¿O qué es el 9? ¿El otro era el grial? ¿O así? A ver. Grial. ¡Ay! El grial. Aquí.
The chalice of knowledge.
Pero... copas... ¿Formarán algún motivo concreto? ¿Rubíes y zafiros? Gotas de sangre del grial. Vale, entonces... ¡Buah! Pero ¿yo cómo lo voy a saber? ¿Cómo sé que le he dado la vuelta entera o no? 2, 3, 4... Ah, vale, aquí hay una marca. Vale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Primero es 5. 5. Muy bien, muy bien. ¿En las asas también hay?
Chalice of knowledge.
Ah, que las asas sirven para marcar, es verdad. No, pero esto va mejor. Está aquí cuadradito. Vale, 5, 3 peones, 7. Y el volumen 9. 9.
Drake talked about a particular
7,
volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was
8,
talking about. What did Drake say about this
6.
collection? Drake talked about so these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this
9.
collection?
Como pesadilla lírica. Solo tenía 18 años. No sé, será el 9 simplemente, ¿no? Pero tu idea es mejor. Bueno, es igual. Al final es pillar un punto de referencia. Pues vamos a probar. Entonces, el primero era... A ver, ¿cómo lo hago? ¿Cómo se giran los números? Ah, vale. 5. 3. Y 9. Y ahora... validar. Nice, estupendo. Easy peasy. Auron. Oh, oh. Esto pinta un poco mal. Eh, hemos vuelto a morir. ¿Qué está pasando? En la librería sin nombre, Pierre sigue la pista de un intento de robo frustrado y descubre al joven responsable del delito. Pierre abre la caja fuerte del librero y encuentra lo que y Sarah Hawkins han escondido: un libro encuadernado en piel humana, que parece llamar al detective. ¿Cómo sabe que es piel humana? Cuando lo abre, su mente se proyecta en otro cuerpo. Partida guardada.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Siempre estás muerto, herido o despiertas de una pesadilla en un manicomio, es verdad. Siempre despierto aquí.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Pues yo he encontrado muchos somníferos, ¿eh?
But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Vamos a
Very
examinar
well.
al paciente.
I'll examine him.
Ahora...
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch,
Especie de
slightly
anillos.
sticky. 30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you
Muy
find?
gráfico todo, es verdad. No lo sé. ¿Tiene algo en el
Did you
vientre?
examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Buenas, Perse. Pues nos acabamos de enterar de que estamos examinando a un paciente que se ve que está embarazado, porque viene con sorpresa.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes, they can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Su cuerpo está mutando. ¡El señor Pulpo!
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated
Aquaman.
with the human species.
What do you mean?
Pulpo
Don't tell me
Man.
you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Te
Your
huele raro, Dr.
imagination is
Fuller.
without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Otra vez. Está convirtiendo en un monstruo.
Suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do
Oh.
this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
Vaya.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
A todo esto, ¿cómo es que estás controlando a otro personaje? Pues no lo tengo claro. He abierto una caja fuerte, había un libro supuestamente hecha con piel humana y ¡pam! Somos una doctora. Se ha muerto el detective. Ojalá. Creo que está muerto ya desde hace siglos. Porque no hay pruebas de los crímenes. Los
Oh,
historiales
that evidence
escondidos.
exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
¿Me tengo que poner a esconder o qué?
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I
¿Dónde-
saw the
dónde
statue.
tenía que
She's
ir?
alone in the bathroom again. And she still says
O el
nothing that I
Necronomicon.
don't wish Donovan.
A la madre mía.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
We've been waiting to be
Oh, well,
restocked for
At
weeks.
least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait. And see the next time the water's cut off.
¿Aquí
It's a
también puedo
real
encontrar libros? No, no. Oh. No tengo los conocimientos de este
She's a
señor.
witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Creo... Son las 2 ya. Debería ir a dormir, pero mi ansia... Saber qué está pasando aquí ahora mismo. Fuerte. La curiosidad mató al gato, pero lo mató de sueño mínimo. ¿Es un hospital o un laberinto? No entiendo nada. ¿Qué es esto? Boiler room. ¿Qué es boiler room?
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Cuarto de calderas. Vale, tiene sentido. Boil.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Desde administración. Pero es una vida vivida en ignorancia,
Everybody says it.
digna de
She's a
ser
witch,
vivida.
an old hag.
Miau.
I didn't make this up.
Depende.
And I'm
A veces la ignorancia te hace ser más feliz.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Al despacho del doctor.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Vaya. Chivata.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
¿Cómo distraigo yo a esta señora si no sé ni quién es? ¿Qué quiere? Le tiro la estantería encima. Se distrae hasta... Oh, igual con un poco de música. No tiene pinta, ¿no? Golpe de remo. ¡Pah!
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
No. Pero puedes ayudarme a distraerla. No
We're
puedes.
running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
Once again.
Can't you-
Donovan.
No puedes. podía entrar.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Le tiro la estantería. Madre mía, un poco drástico para un primer recurso, ¿no? No sé, una estantería. La señora está ahí
Sorry,
molestando.
but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Vale, vale. De verdad, qué pesados todo el mundo.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases
Ya
will
está
stop
muerta.
burdening her with work.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
¿Y yo?
waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Le gusta la
Me too,
doctora.
Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Huele a romance, completamente.
Love is in there.
Love is in the
So
air.
many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Esos ojos es hipnótico. Como, no como para no enamorarse, ¿verdad? Ah, sí, claro. Yo lo veo y salgo corriendo, sinceramente.
Dr. Colden.
Ya está. ¿Me puede ayudar alguien a distraer
It's a
a la
quiet little
señora
town.
aquella?
Days go by, steady as ever.
Quiero distraer a la doctora. No, a la
Dr.
Donovan.
Colden, here you are at last.
¿Qué pasa?
This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Buenas noches, Sandy. Que vaya bien. Hablamos mañana.
His binds left bloody wounds.
Ya nos cuentas qué tal la alergia. Vamos a ver.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Qué dura la doctora, ¿eh? Vamos a tirarle la estantería a la señora aquella. Ya me estoy cansando.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Tengo hambre y sueño.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Dame.
The key to the boiler room.
Pero,
Not where I expected
no
to
puedo?
find it.
¿Por qué no me la quedo?
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Quédatela.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable.
Dr.
Given her
Colden?
file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks. Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
¡Viene Sanders! ¡Ah! ¿Pero esto es presente, pasado?
Mrs. Sanders?
Oh. Viene. A ella no le hace falta las llaves, pero quizá al detective. Quién sabe. Todavía no sé cómo deshacernos de la Donovan.
What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Muy bien. Paciente más.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Aquí ya he estado
I'm the one
yo.
who pays.
It's temperamental, if I understand
It's
correctly.
so unfair.
¿Mm? Vale. Entiendo.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Vaya. ¿Qué necesitaremos para eso? Me pregunto. Una llave que tú no querías. ¿Podemos coger ya, por favor, la llave?
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Nada. Bueno, pues ya estaría esto, ¿eh?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Vaya, vaya, vaya. Pero no entiendo para qué quiere cortar el agua. No le va a decir nada. Bueno, ¿qué hará aquí una llave?
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Ah, el cuarto de caldera. Debería estar durmiendo. Ya sea. Y
I
ahora
can't
sí que la
shut this
quieres.
with my bare hands. I need a tool.
¿Oh? Encontrar una herramienta. De verdad, ¿eh?
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
¿A dónde? Está vacilando, señora. Vaya. Casualidad que ya no haya nadie aquí. Ya es hora de mimir. Ok, acabo esto y a mimir. Ah, va.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but
He
I need the
terminado el
diversion.
inventario, claro, justo ahora. Oh.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Oh. Pobrecita. Venga, ya lo tenemos. Valor, Elizabeth, dale. A ver. La he perdido.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident.
The last. The missing files must be hidden here. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
¿Cómo?
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Esto va para el gramófono. Estaba... ¿Dónde está el gramófono? Madre mía, Puzzle Master. Vamos, qué rápido lo has solucionado. La idea es toquetear hasta que funcione. No sé cómo lo he hecho, de verdad. Estoy en modo... sonámbula. Ah, registra la consulta de Fuller. Tengo que registrar más cosas.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
¿Qué más? Si no podemos registrar nada.
I should go another way.
Ah, aquí hay un gramófono.
Conclusions, session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins.
Tienes que registrar la consulta más
The
a
patient
full.
appears to have
Vaya.
finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls
¿Por qué habré leído
universe.
eso?
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why is Ethan on medication?
What?
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later.
Queda.
I am prepared.
Aquí.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Ajá. ¿Dónde está el sótano?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.